So nosy. I'm so nosy. Y'all can't stand. Listen to me. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk to y'all real quick. I know I'm nosy. Y'all like, oh, Piper Boy, shut up. I'm nosy, bruh. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I got the plea agreement. I can't like show it. You know what I mean? Like too much of it. I could just show you guys like some of the pages on the plea agreement. You know, I'm kind of just like scrolling through, like looking at it right now. Y'all can kind of just see it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm scrolling through it. I'm looking through it. And I do want to say, Adi Boom, listen to me. I know you probably like, oh, Piper Boy Williams, stop it. So, Adi Boom, I got your plea agreement because you was kind of saying that people don't, they can't get the plea agreements, they can't get the discoveries, they can't get none of that. Shout out to the Wave, EJ. Always, you know, he ended up like giving me the information. He gave me like the plea agreement, showed me like, you know, everything about it. You know what I mean? Shout out to Pretty Money. Shout out to everybody that's in the Wave. It is what it is. But I do want to say this, Adi Boom. If I were you, being real with you, I probably would have just like put this out, man, because the plea agreement, like, you know, in all reality, you know, we could joke around or whatever, but it doesn't really specify that he's like engaged in any type of anything with, you know, telling or nothing like that. It doesn't say anything like that. It's basically, you know, it's a standard plea agreement. Basically, whatever charges that the prosecution wants to reduce, you know, and you know, whatever. It's showing that the prosecution, it says, list any charges a prosecutor has agreed to recommend for dismissal. Is count three, burglary. Well, count three, burglary, second degree. Number five, count five, theft in the fourth degree. Count seven, aggravated assault in the second degree. So these are like a list of charges. And then two through eight, you know, it's just possession with a weapon. So it's a lot of charges that the prosecutor. Why they getting rid of all these charges? Adi Boom. Because it looked like you were facing about 60 years. You know what I mean? It's kind of what it looked like, bro. And they reduced hella charges. Now, I was looking at them like at first glance, you kind of just like, well, it doesn't say anything. It's just a standard, you know, do you understand you're waiving your right to an appeal, this, that, and the third? Like, just the standard things. Do you understand, like, if you plead guilty to this, you could be subject of being kicked out of the United States because this is a serious crime? Like, wild stuff like this. And you have to, like, you know, they circle yes or no. It says, are you pleading guilty to a crime that contains a presumption of imprisonment, which means that it is almost certain that you will go to state prison. You know, so it's basically just like a list of things like he basically has to just agree to. So it's the plea agreement. There's nothing in here that shows that Adi Boom is telling on nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be real with y'all. But you know, the statement, you know, that he gave, you know, you could see like with the other person's like his appeal that's different. But it also says something that's kind of weird in here, Adi Boom. It says length of sentence up to the court. Additional details of plea agreement continued in agreement between CCPO and defendant dated September 7th, 2012. So what is the other plea agreement that we can't see? Did your lawyer get this one kind of stopped? You know what I'm saying? But as far as I'm concerned, like to be all the way real with you, it doesn't say or specify anything in here that Adi Boom is telling on anybody, bro. It's just like, do you waive your, you know, right to a trial? Do you understand that if you are permitted to take back your plea of guilty because of the judge's sentence, that anything you say in furtherance of the guilty plea cannot be used against you? He said, do you have any questions or concerns? He circled no. He's got other stuff. Have anybody made you any promises? Are you saying any of this under threat, under duress? It's just like a standard like plea. It doesn't say Adi Boom is pleading to this, you know, because of X, Y, and Z. You know, like he's agreeing to testify, he's agreeing to snitch on somebody. It doesn't say anything like that. You know, it doesn't have to say it because we already seen like the guy's appeal, like pretty much shows that, you know, your statement was like enough to kind of get him, you know, charged for whatever the hell he was charged with, you know, David Green or whatever. But as far as your appeal, you could have put like I would have played it like this, Adi Boom, if I was you. If you just had to like try to play it stupid, like that's it right there. You know what I mean? Some people are just coming in here. It is what it is. That's it. It's a plea agreement. But if I were you, I probably would have been like this, like, yo, Big K's lying. This is my plea agreement, and I would have just put it out there, you know. And then people would have saw like in the plea agreement, you didn't say anything like in the plea agreement. You know what I mean? Like you could have just left it at that because obviously people don't read. They probably would have glanced over the part that says, you know, additional details of plea agreement continue an agreement between CCPO. I don't know if that's a D or PO, whatever. CCPO and defendant dated September 7th, 2012. So I don't know. People probably would have glanced over that and they would have probably been like, yo, like, you didn't really, it doesn't say you said anything. You know, so, but it does say that you are being charged. It said list of charges to which you are pleading guilty, which is robbery, count 1 of robbery in the first degree, count 8 conspiracy in the second degree, count 9 conspiracy in the second degree, count 1 robbery in the first degree. You know, and it's saying like all the years, you know, that you could be facing. It's like a total of like 60 years that you can be facing with like $700,000 in fines that they could like put on you, bro. You know, so it's a lot, but they removed a lot of charges and they won't say exactly why they removed the charges. It's saying basically like it's some other agreement that's not in this plea agreement that he has with those people that is the reason why they're pretty much dropping the charges on. And it's a lot of charges that you got dropped, bro. So whatever attorney that you had, you got a good attorney, bro. You do. Like being all the way real with you, all those charges you got dropped, you had to do it. Like, come on, they ain't about to come on, Naughty Boom. They ain't about to come to you like, yo, we about to drop all these charges for nothing. What did you do? That's what I'm curious about. But if I were you, seriously, I would have put out that plea agreement like, yeah, don't say I said nothing. You know, and then like when you get your discovery, I don't know what the discovery says yet. Like we all got to look through that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I see 15 Minutes of Fame. They got China Mac trying to get you out of here. I need boom, China Mac trying to get you out of here. China Mac was talking reckless. Sway 7 got China Mac talking about you. You know, so you kind of, you lighten up everything right now. Everybody's talking about it. Somebody said pack him up. He said something off record. Yeah. Somebody said, his statement said it all. He snitched. It basically, it did. You know, when you look at the other guys like appeal, like, you know, Green's, you know, statement, he basically said that the guy was the mastermind behind everything. He had the Jamaican accent. He didn't have the gun. The other guy had the gun. So that's what it is, bro. You know, somebody said he been done. He said, have you ever been in jail? 6ix9ine, Adi collab coming soon. He said, are you saying he had 69 charges dropped? He had a lot, 69. He had a lot of charges dropped, bro. I'm curious, like, yo, if you get in trouble, you might want to have Adi Boom's lawyer. He's got a good lawyer. We're going to say that. You know, like, I can't, you know, I know a lot of people want me to just put up, like, the images and stuff like that. You got to be careful on YouTube. Some things you can do that with, some things you can't. Even though it's public record, you still got to be careful about doing stuff like that. And I really don't even feel like editing all like that. You know, Super Chat is open. Somebody said, Adi Boom new album, The Puma Coat Chronicles. Somebody said, plea agreement is saying guilty or not guilty or no contest. Exactly. It's not going to say if he told or not. Like the discovery, like, and a lot of people are thinking like the discovery is going to say Adi Boom told and this and that and the third. It could, but for the most part, discovery is going to be everything that the police department has against him, that they could use against him. You know, and this basically what his lawyers is going to have to combat when they go to trial, if they were to go to trial. Which Adi Boom, I think he did a smart thing by not going to trial. Like, bruh, all them charges, you would have been up out of here for 60 years, bruh. Like, that's a lot of pressure. You know what I mean? That's a lot. You know, like people talking about 6ix9ine, you know, all them years, bro. But this dude's about to face 60 of them things with a fake gun and everything. Like 60 years, bro. Come on, bro. Somebody said he technically dry snitched in his statement. He did, bro. Like he basically said it on Math Office podcast. He was like, yo, they never tell you Hit the super chat up. It's hard to see these. They never tell you that, you shouldn't say nothing. And he kept stressing that. My side, everybody looked at him like, what you talking about? And he's like, but they never tell you. They never tell you, Misfit. They never tell you shouldn't say nothing. Misfit like, hold on. I didn't what you talking about. You're supposed to know all this. It's the rules. What you talking about? Like, she's trying to school him. He's like, yo, but Misfit, they ain't tell me nothing. Like, he basically saying it. So he, and then you got dude coming out on JPay, and then like they kind of, when you really read that guy's appeal, you said something, bro. Like you said something. You pretty much you didn't know. You're probably just like, this is what you probably did, Adi Boom. They had some donuts. You was hungry. They kept you in that room for like ever. And you was basically like, look, I didn't set it all up. It was somebody else. Give me the sprinkles. The one with the sprinkles, somebody else did it. They waving that donut. They're like, yeah, but who had the gun, Mr. Green? It wasn't me. I just had a Jamaican accent. He ain't know how to speak in that accent. But at the end of the day, he told, bro. But, I don't know why you didn't just put the plea agreement out, bro. You know what I mean? But this is still crazy, Big K. I don't even like Big K. Y'all know I don't like Big K. Big K done went off on me. He went off on all the bloggers like, 15 minutes of fame, talking crazy. I don't like Big K. But Big K has got the biggest moment in battle rap history right now. You know what I'm saying? Him and Loaded Lux. Big K still got us talking about this right now, bro. Hit the super chat up. I can't see, but Big K we still talking about it. You know what I mean? But it is what it is on that. Shout out to the Wave. Go ahead, you know what I mean? Pretty Money, subscribe to his channel. EJ always subscribe to his channel. But basically, the dog strikes again. So you're gonna have to do something else, Adi Boom. And people are working on getting your discovery. And the discovery is just I'm pretty sure it's just gonna say like what the police had against you. It could have any statements that, you said like an interrogation and stuff like that. It could have that. So people are gonna end up getting that eventually. So I don't know what you're talking about, Adi Boom. The courts is closed. You can't do this, you can't do that, you can't get this information, you can't get that information. The website is open. The website is open, Adi Boom. Go ahead, go on. I don't know if you got dial up. You've been you know what I mean? I don't know what you got. I know you got an iPhone. You trying to act like people was texting you when Uncle Rob was asking you them questions. Trying to get out of that. You know what I mean? Look on there, look, your paperwork is up there, bro. It's not hard to find. Just don't tell, fans and stuff, you can't find this. Bro, these people ain't no joke. These fans ain't no joke, bro. But I read through everything. It's basically him just circling, or his lawyer is circling or some things for him. Like, do you understand this? This is a felony. You can't be a politician and you can't and that's crazy. It's like you can't, if you're a politician, that can be revoked. You can't own a gun. You can't do, it's just stuff like that. Circle yes or no. That's all it is. And then it says that there's another agreement, a plea agreement that we can't see that he worked out with. What you work out, Adi Boom? Listen to me. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Boom. What you work out? What was you working out with? He worked something out. Wait a minute. What'd you work out, bruh? Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait, you almost got me, Boom. Wait a minute. You worked out a deal with you and the CCP. I don't know if it's CCPD or CCPO. You worked out a deal, and that's why the prosecutor dropped all those charges. What is the deal that was worked? You got some explaining to do, Adi Boom. Not only do you have, you gotta show your discovery. That's one thing you gotta show, Adi Boom. You gotta show the discovery. We already got the plea agreement. Everybody's got it. It's circulating around. Everybody's got the plea agreement. But shout out to the Wave. Don't mess with the Wave, man. They don't play. But the Wave got the plea agreement. It's basically saying there's another agreement. So not only do you have to you got to get the other agreement. You know what I mean? Like this plea agreement, cool. But you got to get the other agreement that you had, the secret agreement. What is this secret agreement, bruh? You got to get the secret agreement and you got to get the discovery. And somebody said Patriot Act, Freedom of Info Act. He said Walmart got room for Audi. There's no need to see the discovery. And then somebody said he didn't say anything yet in the discovery. He said Audi is weird. He took and sounds like a goofy. 6ix9ine got you punching lights. Somebody said Brazy asking Edwin Sanchez ain't no secret agreement. Hold on. Ain't no secret agreement? Hold on real quick. Ain't no secret agreement? Wait a minute. Because some people don't know how to read. What does that say? At the bottom. What that say? I don't know if y'all can see it. What does that say? At the bottom. Flip it around. It's a agreement. It says length of sentence up to the court's additional details of plea agreement continue an agreement between CCPO and defendant September. So what is that? You said Boom got rid of it. He said, oh man, they fed him again. What did they feed you, Adi Boom? Was it the colorful sprinkles or was it the chocolate ones? Which ones was it? Yo, it's crazy. It's crazy. But shout out to everybody in the battle rap community. The plea agreement is not going to say he told on anybody. You know what I mean? So I do want to put that out there. To be fair, it doesn't say that. But it says that there's like another agreement that he worked out with some people. And I don't know if the lawyer helped seal that to where it can't be used, you know what I mean? Or it can't be seen. Or if they just had like a handshake or I don't know what it was. But the prosecutor, like, you had one hell of a lawyer, bro. That's all I'm going to say. All them charges that was dropped. Y'all want me to read them charges that was dropped? You're a black male. They dropped all these. How much did you pay him? How much you paid at a time? What's his name, bro? That dude is good. That's a good attorney. Ain't no lie, bro. All these charges you got dropped. Count 3, burglary in the 2nd degree. Count 5, theft in the 4th degree. Count 7, aggravated assault in the 2nd degree. And you got count 2 through 8 taken off. Unlawful possession of a weapon in the 2nd degree. Burglary in the 3rd degree. Theft in the 2nd degree. Terroristic threats in the 3rd degree. Possession in the 4th degree. Man, they was trying to hammer you, bro. They said, Adi Boom, you better tell us everything or you going away forever. You was like, I just used that Jamaican accent. Where y'all get all these counts from? They hit you, count 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Every time you said something, Adi Boom, they was like, count 9. But I ain't do count 12, mother. You know what I'm saying? Like they was going in. You had one heck of an attorney, so shout out to your attorney, bro. Shout out to your attorney, bro. I want to interview him. Not about this case, but like, yo, like, how'd you do that? Somebody said, nah, he ratted for half a dozen Dunkin' Donuts. Could you have gotten Krispy Kreme, Mighty Boom? But, whatever. It is what it is. He was right. He told the truth. No, you ain't tell the truth. Wait a minute. You ain't tell the truth on 15 Minutes of Fame. You said on 15 Minutes of Fame that it says that you did an interview and the interview said that it says you didn't say nothing. It doesn't say that you didn't say nothing. It just don't say nothing. You tricked me again, Boom. You lied to young sir. You lied on 15 Minutes of Fame. You lying. Young Sir approved. You did an interview with him and you lied to his face. And Young Sir got mad and started spitting bars at you. He said 2020 is definitely the year of the rat. He said, no, Boom couldn't. I can't see him. Hit me with the super chat. I can't see him. But it is what it is on that. You know what I mean? Boom, you lying, bro. Allegedly. You said the plea agreement said that you didn't say nothing. And it doesn't say that. It just don't say nothing. It just says that they dropped all these charges because there's another agreement that you had with them in September 7th, 2012. You had another agreement with them. What is that agreement? We want to see the discovery. We Perry Mason up in this mother. We want to see the we want to see the discovery of everything. Because you got to, like, Big K put so much pressure on you. 15 Minutes of Fame got China Mac and they try to get you out of here, Boom. You hear Uncle Rod in the back, he talking to, oh, wait a minute, we got a super chat. I got to stop for that. Somebody said, I jumped out my seat when I got this notification. I'll be so entertained, so I got to show love. Listen to me. Shout out to you. Uncle Rod's on 15 Minutes of Fame talking to China Mac. China Mac getting off task, and he was like, wait a minute, China Mac, read that line. China Mac doesn't, what, do you believe that he needs to clear up the paperwork with some more paperwork, even though it says that he snitched? China Mac like, wait a minute, we done already talked about this. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I don't know him like that. Swave 7 trying to egg him on. The other dude trying to, wait a minute, China Mac, you here for a reason. Read it. China Mac like, I didn't already read it. I just said he done told. I read it. It said Green told. Green said that this person was the mastermind. He done already told. Green done told. I said it. Uncle Rod want to add some sauce on it. They trying to stop Uncle Rod like, no, wait a minute. What's your name? Who is you? China Mac. Let me ask you this question. Because you would know this, right? China Mac looking around. Well, do he need more paperwork than this? Because this paperwork already said it. He done told everything. It said he's 6'9". Do he need another paperwork? 15 Minutes of Fame trying to get you out of here, Boom. He said, there's no way in hell he got 5 years straight up without telling in some way, shape, or form. Listen to me. Shout out for the super chat. Brill 215. It's a lot of charges dropped. DA, they don't just drop charges like that, bro. Prosecuting attorneys, they don't just drop charges like that, bro. Count 3, 5, 7, 2 through 8. 3, 5, 7, 2 through 8. Somebody gonna make a song about that. Adi Boom, how you ain't snitch? Count 5, 6, 7, 2 through 8. Yo. Somebody said Adi Boom should just work for 6ix9ine now. This is what you gotta do, Adi Boom. We all joking around, but we gonna be serious. You know what I mean? Like, we all gotta bring it down to reality and just be serious. Yes, he said something like you know what I mean? It was obvious. It's in court. It's court papers, documents. You know what I mean? Basically, that the appeal they had to go through. And what it's saying is that Green gave the dude up. You know what I mean? And he gave the information. So technically, we don't need a discovery. We don't need the other appeal information that's not being shown to the public. We don't need that. You know what I mean? Because we already know in the appeal that the guy's whole appeal is standing on, you know what I mean? He's losing it because Green said all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what's keeping him in jail. That's why he on JPay like, wait a minute, Battle Rap Community, Green did it. That's why he doing that. You know what I mean? So, shout out to Adi Boom's lawyer. That's what I want to say. Aspiring lawyer. Shout out to his lawyer. You got a lot of charges dropped. That's why Adi Boom, he just laughing and smiling like everywhere he go. He like, I could be doing 60. He He could be doing 60 for real. Y'all looking at them 17 years and the 13 years or whatever the other, he could be doing 60 right now. You know what I mean? But Adi Boom, here's the thing. Nobody kidnapped you. You know what I mean? Like 6ix9ine. Nobody did X, Y, and Z to your girl. Nobody extorted you for money. Nobody, was trying to kill you on wiretap. You voluntarily gave people up. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to D1. He said DT1 Kenobi. He said, so I'm looking online and I'm seeing things. Looking online and I'm seeing things. So that's what it is. It's going to be out. Everybody on Twitter, getting it. Shout out to the wave. Don't piss the wave off. You know what I mean? But I'm out of here. Come ready, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. Adi Boom, just tell the truth. We gonna be serious. Tell the truth. Just be like, yo, I didn't know. I was doing this. I didn't know. I was dumb. You know what I mean? I don't watch The Wire. I don't watch, you know what I mean? Mafia music. I didn't know. I thought everybody was just playing. I didn't know. Next thing I know, they got fake guns and we running it. You know what I mean? I didn't know none of this. The real police came. I didn't know nothing. I was like, he did it. And then I apologized to all my fans and everything, but you know what I mean? I couldn't do 60. It's 60 years, 60, I couldn't do it. You know what I mean? That's all you gotta say. I couldn't do the 60. It was too much. You know what I mean? I still had to come out here and, give me a old triple fat goose coat. Like, I don't know. Just be real. Just be like, y'all, I lied to y'all. You know what I mean? It is. And then I can't even put this out. There's a secret phone conversation. Young Sir, go to Young Sir Approved channel. And there's like a secret phone conversation. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody DM they talking. They're talking to Boom, which is crazy. Like they talking to Boom, he's talking to them, and then they just like share his DM, which is crazy. But he's basically saying like, these people don't know how to read paperwork, this, that, and the third. I didn't do this, I didn't do that. Like, it's basically the same thing. Like he been saying. Somebody saying Boom still got goods on standby for the paperwork. That's your friend, Goods. Super chat open, you know what I mean? Hit the super chat. Goods, that's your friend. Goods, how your friend get all these charges dropped? Goods. He said Green took plea deal and one stipulation was tell what happened. Kent just cooperated first. He said, yeah. What I think, they was all just like, they were just shouting out their friends. You know what I mean? They kind of getting questioned. Like, I just want to say shout out to him. You know what I mean? He had the gun here. Shout outs. Just be like, yo, Adi, I was just shouting people out. That's it. So I ain't know. I just didn't know if I was going to say, I was just say shout out to him. He had the gun. Shout out. But 60 years. Y'all think about that. If you, I didn't know he was facing 60. If you facing 60 years, I wouldn't be in that situation. I'm going to say that first and foremost. You facing 60? Wait a minute, we just had super soakers. It wasn't even real. One was a super soaker, one was a Nerf gun. Why are you doing this? What, Boom? Count 9. They was going in with them counts, bro. I'm about to watch Law and Order. Said Adi's scared he might be able to do a movie. Like a YouTube movie, like talking about all this. He said Adi had his Jamaican accent trying to sound like Biggs from Shottas. He said he would have got the same 17 piece. He said that's how the paperwork say he was facing 60, bro. It say 60. That don't say no. That say 60. That's a lot. Hold on, let me show y'all real quick. I gotta hide names and all that crap. It says 60. Yeah. Let me hide his name. Statutory maximums. Can y'all see that? Hide his name. Statutory maximum, total 60 years. Yo. You tell me I'm about to do 60 years? I'd be like, what? That's why, because Adi Boom, he got this like twitch. Y'all ever notice? Like when he doing an interview, he be like, my bad, YouTube. He be like, bitch this and bitch that, bitch that, bitch that. I'm like, why you keep saying bitch? When they was telling him all the years and trumping up them charges, he like, B word, B word. Like now it's just stuck in him. Like, yeah, bitch, bitch, bitch. Like, come on, bro. 60 of them things? That's a lot. That's a lot of time, bro. What was y'all robbing her for? Or this person? That's a lot of time, bro. But you got out. Wait a minute. Boom. Wait, I know. Wait a minute. You were facing 60 years and you got out in 5. Listen to me. Something ain't right. You facing how much? 60 and you got out in 5? They put that pressure on that boy, bro. What Jay-Z said, please, not that law. Do anything but please, not that law. That law don't play, bro. They took that smile right off your face. Like, this is funny, Mr. Green. Really? You don't want to tell us nothing? Now he starts squealing. He said full court press, but I'm out. You know what I mean? But shout out to everybody in the battle rap community. I just do want to put that out there. The paperwork did not say that he told anything, but we already seen the other paperwork that said that he did. Also, it's a lot. The paperwork does leave a lot of questions open. Boom. Where's the other plea agreement that you had that got them to drop all the charges? What did y'all talk about for you to get them to drop count 2 through 8? What did you say? What did you do? What did you say to that prosecutor? She's probably looking at you like, you ain't gonna say, I'm about to go talk to the judge right now. You wanna start talking? And you like, I ain't about to talk, bitch. I ain't about to talk. She like, oh, you ain't gonna talk? Wait, please, wait. I'll tell you everything you wanna know. Well, you better start talking, Mr. Green. Wait, his name was this. I used a Jamaican accent, that was it. This kid did all this, and the other dude did everything else. He was the mastermind. Please drop them. I ain't dropping nothing, Mr. Green. You're going to have to do a secret plea deal with me because I might need this later. All right? You doing too much. What you mean I'm doing too much? I'm about to go talk to the judge right now. I'm doing too much. You want to say that again, Green? Wait a minute. I misspoke. I mean, those are too many charges. Can you do something about that? I'll tell you everything. That's what happened. Allegedly. You had to say something, bro. But the paperwork opens up a lot more questions than it answers. Obviously, it doesn't say anything about, but come on, bro. Secret agreements, they dropping all those charges. You go from 60 years to 5. I think you still doing you out in 5. I think you still got parole and all that stuff. So you still got years to do. You know what I'm saying? You're just not doing it in the prison. So you got a break, I should say. So you can be out here, you still got to report, you still got to do all your things, but you don't have to sit there all these years, bro. You know what I mean? Somebody said that's what a plea deal is. He said he should never battle ever again. He said you had to be from the hood. He said stretching. What? He said Adi Boom Barnes. He said dudes in here really capping for Boom. So I don't know. I had to put that dude in timeout. He just commenting the same thing over and over. He ain't letting y'all comment. That's why y'all gotta use the super chat. It ain't real. 10 cents in the super chat. You ain't got to put all that money in there. But it's easier for me to see the super chat when all the, you know what I'm saying? Like all these things are scrolling. But I'm out. You know what I mean? Y'all, it is what it is. He said, could nobody get the paperwork? The wave got it. You know, so just come clean, bro. If you come clean, you just say, I didn't know. You got a lot of people that let a lot of stuff slide. Look at everything that they let slide with Tay Rocks. He done got his chain snatched. He done been caught liking, you know what I'm saying, like a man stuff on the Instagram. He done got caught, you know what I'm saying, with a whole bunch of other stuff. And they everybody like, you better not talk about Tay Rocks. I'm telling you, like battle rap, they will forgive everything. Didn't we just see Hollow the Don in court? They forgive everything. Shout out to Hollow. He changed his life around. He ain't street no more. But we didn't. They forgive everything. B Magic a choke a million times. Where's B Magic? No, bro, I would be in that situation. Somebody said Boom took the plea first. His Cody's would have got 6 months and for 1 year more than the pleas, but they blew trial. They blew trial. So when Boom is saying they got burned, they can't get mad at me because they took it to trial and they got burned. I'm looking at it like, yeah, you know, he got burned because you said something. He probably did, you know what I mean? He ain't get all them charges dropped like you. You know, so he went to trial, you know what I mean? Like, but y'all got to think too, like if you really didn't, you know how they play. You know, you watch movies and stuff, you know what I mean? You know how they play. Trump up a bunch of charges. If you didn't do a bunch of this stuff, your mind is probably going to say, I'm going to go to trial and a bunch of this stuff is probably going to go away because I didn't do it. They got to prove all this stuff. But they're not thinking if I go to trial, if I get convicted on one of these things, the judge can sentence me to the maximum of one of these things. You know what I mean? So I'm gone anyway. You know, and then you might have to serve it consecutively instead of concurrently, you know, all that craziness. Somebody said he wasn't trying to be dumb. He said schoolyard knockout. He said next video he said you got to scare them and say I'm going to trial. Yeah, because you gotta show them that it depends, man. But if they got like a rock solid case, how you gonna scare them? They're like, all right, oh, you want to go to trial? All right, let's go. And then you gotta have like, let's just say it's forensics involved in all this. You gotta have your own forensics person. You gotta pay for. They don't tell you that. You know, so let's just say you got if you shot somebody, you gotta have, state's gonna have their forensic people. You have to have your own forensic person that you and the state is gonna agree with. You know what I mean? So you're gonna have some money. You know, the lawyer's gonna have to do some more research to even ask these questions to this forensic person. You know, so it's a lot of money involved. So they're like, oh, you wanna go to trial? Wait a minute, you a wannabe rapper? You a battle rapper? You ain't got no money? Let's go. He has to make a decision. Like that's a real decision. Do I go to trial, mess up in front of all these people that they're gonna get that's not from my community, that don't know me, that's already scared of people like me? I got a big beard and all this. Come on, I'm black. Come on, you gotta think. You know, so I don't know. Somebody said take the plea. Sometimes, what was I reading in a law book? I think it was like 90 something percent of cases are played out. You know what I'm saying? This was like last year. They're pled out. So people don't even go to trial no more because it's so expensive. It's time consuming. It's stressful. You know, people just like, all right, prosecute, what you gonna give me? If they're dropping charges for the most part and you know you did it, but he had to give up some information, bro. He had to. Just say it, bro. Just Tell him what it is. Be like, yeah, the appeal was right. That his appeal was right. That's it. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, but I'm out. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. Peace.